Today we'll be talking about high prices of video games, guys. Okay.
There's chaos.
Today we'll be
More recently,
today. Hey guys, this is me, Doom Miller here.
Nintendo
Today,
turned heads by
we're
being
gonna
the
be
first to
reacting
officially push video
a
game
YouTube
prices
video
up,
today.
with headlining games like the new Mario Kart for Nintendo Switch 2 costing $80 US. And again, we're just talking about US.
80. What the fuck? $80 for a freaking video game now? Are you fucking serious? Bro, kiss my damn ass, bro. I'm not paying maybe 60 quid minimum. Why you need to why video games have to be over fucking price? They're just pricing off the fucking sake of it, guys. That's my honest truth.
Prices here. For context, that's where we are here. Other territories often have it even worse. With Nintendo,
100 quid for a fucking video game. Who in their right mind, Nintendo? Yeah, no one's not gonna buy a freaking video game. No one's not gonna fucking buy your video games. You're overpriced of the sake of it. PlayStation 6, Sony's gonna overprice it for sure. I'm gonna predict the price will be about 90 to 100 quid. I think the gaming industry in the next generation of gaming video game consoles will cost about 100 quid for a video game.
being the first to seemingly open the floodgates to $80. There's an expectation in the gaming world that this is going to become the new norm. It always feels like that, right? Like one of the big head companies does one thing and all the other big companies follow close behind to...
You know what, guys? The companies do the same old shit, like Nintendo, Microsoft, whatever. They're just pricing the fucking game of the sake of it. And even, they charge up the fucking PS5s. You know what? Yeah, Sony overprice it of the sake of it. The PS6, not PS6, the PlayStation 5 Pro. They price it up to £700, £799 for a fucking PS5 Pro. Man, the fucking price is over sake of it.
reap the same benefits. It always feels like that, right? In these types of industries, like entertainment, movie tickets, CDs, games, it feels like prices are always...
You know what, guys? You know what? True. In the UK, movies cost about £20. £20 to go to a cinema. I'm not lying. It used to, but when I was little, it used to be £1 per ticket. In the UK, and they're just fucking overpriced of the sake of fucking shit.
Relatively the same across the board, at least at launch or first release.
It's greed and money. That's my honest truth. Greed and money. That's the fucking truth.
Video games were $60 for a long time. Then they cost $70.
You know what, guys? Exactly. Video games just overpriced 70 quid to fucking 80 quid. Bro, no one's not gonna buy. You know what? Eventually, people are just gonna say, you know what? I'm not fucking buying this game. Huh? The consumer might eventually just not buy the fucking game. That's my honest truth.
And now they might cost $80. I don't like games costing...
You know what, guys? I think video games will cost about a 90 to £100 in the next couple years. Maybe the PS6 will probably cost about 90 to £100 for a fucking video game.
$80. I know the history of game prices too, man. They've been expensive. In the early days, they were really expensive. But this time around, I think things are different. Consumers are more educated about what exactly they're buying, while on the flip side, they're also more aware of how freaking ginormous and bloated some of these...
See, what the fuck, Nintendo? Bro, doing it a fucking second time. You're overpricing it of the fucking sake of it, Nintendo. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening to the gaming industry? So, Sony, why the frick are you doing this? And Microsoft. The truth is money and greed, bro. What the fuck is wrong with these gaming consoles, bro? Why the fuck you have to overprice shit, bro?
Game companies and their productions have become, and they've gotten tired of that. I can understand a lot of the why to this question, but I don't have to agree with it. With high game prices, every game purchase feels like life or death, man. That game better be good because I just spent $85 US.
You know what, guys? Exactly. When a game is overpriced, that means the game's not fucking good. That is my honest opinion. You don't overprice a fucking video game. The game is not that good. Huh? Huh? The game is so fucking garbage. That's more than this fucking truth.
Dollars on it, right? Here's the thing with things that are expensive sometimes outside of video games. A higher price often comes with an expectation of higher quality. Look, I know in this hellhole
I don't think good games should, I mean, good game high quality. I don't think so. I don't think the game's that good on this pin. Let's get back
world,
to the
that's
video.
not always the case. Like, I've bought expensive things that are cheaply made and fall apart, but in a perfect world, that's how it works, right? The more something costs, the more it better be worth it. The more it's expected that, like, oh, I spent this much on this. This is pretty nice. And I think there should and probably will be more pressure on games to launch technically sound and fundamentally good. Ubisoft most recently delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows 1,000,000 times to seemingly get it right. And even if
I don't think this game's that good. Like, people are people will say, you know what? People are furious about Ubisoft. Like, bro, why not just hire a Japanese samurai or whatever? Like, bro, like, people are not too happy. Like, yeah, I agree with that statement.
I personally didn't completely love the game.
Bro,
Where credit's due, it released
bro.
not as a buggy mess. It was technically solid, it performed well, and it seems to be doing well for them. It's like the companies finally realized they had to keep their thing in the oven. They had to fully cook the bread before they sell you the bread. This comes after a long line of high-profile, full
Like, bro, like, what the fuck, Sony?
price AAA games releasing,
I'm pissed.
and then feeling like
video games are
unfinished, buggy,
overpriced.
glitchy, and sometimes unplayable things. With a higher price tag now, potentially, I hope players begin to demand even more from quality. I mean, a well-made thing, not a 200-hour open-world game just bloated for the sake of the price tag and not actually the fun factor. But I'm just talking a good actual experience, a satisfying meal that works for you. Even with all that said, $80 is just a hard pill to swallow. And a lot of people are just instantly turned off. Look, $60 is a hard sell for people. $70 got really annoying. And $80 can, for some, feel like a bridge too far. Unless it's, of course, for like one of the best games ever made or something. Look, I just say all of this because players are already selective. There's a huge group of gamers out there that are happy to wait for a game to drop in price or go
You know
on.
what, guys? I'd rather do that. I'd rather wait for the game to drop price. I don't care. I don't care about the quality of the game. I'd rather wait for the price to freaking drop down. You know what? I might wait for a couple years for GTA 6. I don't know, guys. I might wait for the price to drop down. Like, look at the price. Just, bro, exactly. That's pricing of the fucking sake of it. Just wait for maybe Black Friday or 20% off deals, and then yeah, it'll be less cheaper.
Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, or get it in a bundle or something like that. These are smart, selective buyers, and they're only going to be more choosy with higher prices. I think an $80 price will just push people away more. I think this subsection of game buyers is only going to grow. I think there's just going to be more and more people that just wait for Steam sales or embrace a subscription plan. Despite that, recently analyst Reese Ellis told GameSpot that, and I quote, "The market will bear it. Plenty of gamers are willing to pay price points above $70, as shown by the high number of those willing to pay $100 for a few days early access." But personally, I think that even if that is the case, even if the numbers show that, we're still going to see a rise in even more frugal, thrifty gamers than ever before. But there are indications of like a proper way to do game pricing, just like a little bit here and there if you read the tea leaves and you pay attention. And across the board, price increase might not be a 100% guarantee, or at least we hope so. Take these specific recent examples. So Expedition 33, it's one of my favorite games of the year, so I'm kind of biased, but this game...
Now, bruh, you know what? I've been playing video games for years. It's just woke. The games just don't feel the same it used to be. That's why I quit gaming. Just games doesn't feel the same. Just overpricing fucking games. I just say, fuck it, you know what? I'm done with video games. I actually dead serious. I'm done with video games. Until there's a good quality game for the PlayStation 6. I want more good quality games.
Released for a $50 price tag. A AAA game releasing with the price tag that doubled.
Same old fucking remake, bro. Like, bro, exactly. Just make something else except for these same old fucking remake. Same fucking boring remake, bro. Bro, I want something else set for remakes. Bro, remakes, it's not a fucking good thing, bro. Like, releasing the same game over again, like, The Last of Us, they released it 3 freaking times, bro. Like, Naughty Dog should have made, what's this game called? The Last of Us Remaster 2. I don't know what they mean to spend money on that. Why not just focus on Last of Us 3 and 4? And even 5 or whatever. Why not just focus on a different video game?
Games often embrace. This game was worth the price, and maybe even then some, depending on who you ask. Another big one, a bigger one, arguably, Mafia: The Old Country. This is just a big, fancy, shiny new AAA game with crazy graphics, voice acting, motion capture, big production value. This was published by a massive gaming publisher corporation. This is also releasing at $50 US, with the people behind this specifically acknowledging that they're trying something out here. With the 2K publisher quote, they said, "We think there's a large audience for compelling stories that don't require massive time commitments," and then pointing to their price reflecting that. So, hell yeah, let's go. All right, look, I wouldn't have brought...
Like, 2K, they overpriced it to probably 70 quid for NBA. And NBA have to freaking pay it every year. Like, every year.
What's up if it wasn't from 2K? It's one of the massive game publishers behind billion-dollar franchises, as well as parent company Take-Two of...
That 2K owns Civ 7. I think they own Civ games.
Behind the upcoming GTA 6.
Like, GTA 6, bro, if they charge it 80 quid, bro, why the, 80 quid for fucking GTA 6, bruh, what the fuck, bro? I mean, the only game will probably carry the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, save the gaming industry, and save these consoles. It's probably GTA 6. That's the only game will probably save the gaming industry, probably. It's GTA. The only other way GTA 6 has to be good quality, good everything.
For one of the big players, the big heavy hitters here, willing to be flexible and possibly experimental on pricing, I hope this isn't a fluke. In the early days, EA has also said here that they aren't yet charging $80 for games, but who knows when that's going to change. It's EA. Look, I
agree, this is bull crap. Yeah, this is bull crap, bro. I think EA is gonna probably charge the game to 80 quid. Probably. I don't think EA is a good gaming company and Activision. Both of them are not good gaming companies, honestly. My honest opinion, they're not good gaming companies at all. Yeah, actually, EA is Activision is the most evilest gaming company, right? Is that true?
Either way, what we're trying to say here, I know we're only pointing to a few small examples of AAA mixed pricing here, if that's what you want to call it, but I think it could be the start of an interesting shift. Lower price points can be exciting, can get more players to come out, get more players to at least take a second look. It can also lead to more...
people not going to pay for the game because it's overpriced. Yeah, I agree. Some people just don't play the game, just play the free ones. Instead, you know what, I'm more yeah, exactly. A video game's just, yeah. Let's go back to the video, guys.
Competition. Launch your games in a good state. You think you could charge $80? Good luck. It better be worth it, man. There's another game over here on the corner that's...
The only other way I will buy an 80 quid game is that it has to be fucking good. If the game's not fucking good, I know, what's the fucking point of buying the what's the point? What's the point charging the game 80 quid? Is it awful? What's the fucking point? I am honest opinion.
It's good word of mouth, and it's only $45, and it kicks just as much ass. And again, don't get me wrong, mixed pricing has been around, especially in the indie and AA scenes, but to see it be more...
What, guys? Indie game developers have better pricing of games. You know what? They're better pricing than the actual game developers themselves. So say, the actual gaming publisher, Activision just overpriced the thing of the fucking sake of
a mainstream AAA thing. This could be good. I don't want to accept an across-the-board bulk price increase. I don't want moving forward.
You know what, guys? I don't like video games overpriced. I want them to be cheap. I want them to fucking go back to where it is. But it's unlikely he's gonna... I don't think it will get more worse. I think the price is gonna fucking get out of control. That's my honest opinion about the future of the video game industry. I think the price will probably get worse. That's my honest opinion.
Every game to cost $80. Mixed pricing lets publishers and developers maybe, I don't know, experiment a little bit in an environment that is extremely risk averse, usually. They can stand out a little bit more, maybe find a player they wouldn't otherwise, and honestly, really, ideally, keep things competitive. If these publishers can figure out their production costs and their publishing and pricing models, there could be more potential. And even just looking back at some big flops, if the prices were tweaked, maybe they would have fared a little better. Everybody talked about how Concord should have been free to play. Yeah, right? But even going back, like maybe things like the Order 1886 should have had a price that more reflected that specific experience. Are publishers waking up to this? I don't know. Maybe some of them. A recent example, Randy Pitchford, the head of Gearbox, who's developing Borderlands 4, he did recently get in hot water for saying to a fan on social media, asking about the new game being potentially $80, and I quote, A, this is not my call. B, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store had Starflight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school, working minimum wage in an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach, and I found a way to make it happen.
I agree, like, bro. Just, yeah, I agree. Like, sometimes video games have layoffs, all of this crap. I agree, game developer layoffs, that can happen. Microsoft has to have layoffs because of, just, bro. Like, you heard of Game Pass? Game Pass is the inner decline. Like, Microsoft had to shut down, is it Game Pass? I think Game Pass failed, in my honest opinion. Like, Microsoft should have focused on Xbox Series X, instead of freaking Game Pass.
Again, that main quote, the real bomb drop here is, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. Look, man, with him being like, back in my day in 91, like, me too, okay? I mowed lawns, I sold all my stuff, I sold my comic book collection and all my older games just to get my hands on a PlayStation. I did whatever it took. And even if, yes, Borderlands 4's production costs are reportedly double.
You know what, guys? Borderlands 4.
That of Borderlands 3. The average consumer does not care about that and doesn't necessarily want that cost passed on to them. What does that even mean to them? But, like, what I'm trying to say here is that the corporations, the executives specifically here, they shouldn't take us striving to buy these things or take our fandom for granted. They shouldn't expect us to just buy the thing. They shouldn't expect us to just grovel. They should work to earn it. And we've always talked about good games.
Exactly. They have to earn their trust. That's why I don't buy no fucking video games now. Like, I just stopped buying now. I just give up, you know.
You know, and like merit and people just buying good things, yes, but also maybe the price factor should work to earn it as well. You know, like two different shoemakers make different shoes and sell them at their stalls for their own chosen set price. I'd love to see more of the bigger publishers embrace this idea. If a game like Expedition 33 can launch at $50 US and blow everyone away and apparently be...
You know what? That's why I distance away. Like, Sony just overpriced. I'm still disappointed with Sony overpricing things. Like, need to stop overpricing it. This is not inflation. This is bull crap. This is non-inflation, guys. I agree. This is bull crap. There's pricing of the fucking sake of it. That's the truth.
A success. Maybe this can be a teaching moment and maybe a little bit of a sign of things to come. Could you imagine a world where all of the big headlining exciting games, every single one is announced and then there's a debate of how much it's actually going to cost? If there is a range from, say, $40 or $50 to $80. As a person who buys games, but also just as like a spectator, I would love to see games just come in at different prices. Leads to interesting conversation, but again, the biggest thing is more purchasing power, more purchasing decision making, more options, all that stuff. Anyway, ultimately the question of this video, is this the right way for game pricing? I think it's a step in the right direction. There will always be people out there that just think every video game should be free, and then there will be people who say, you lazy bum, get a job and pay $90 for that US game. But I think the reality is somewhere in the middle. So let me know what you think down in the comments. With Nintendo launching Mario Kart for $80 in the US, are you paying for that? Are you paying more for games?
I'd rather go back to like the 40 quid or 50 quid. I'd rather go there. Or 60. You know what? I might just get... You know what, guys? My honest opinion. Let's go back.
Other countries, have you not paid full price for a game in a long time? Do you just buy all your games on Steam sales or somewhere else? Let's talk down in the comments. If you like this video and you like just kind of chatting with us with games and stuff, clicking the like button does help us out. We put out videos every